This is the story of how our nation came to be. It all began over 20,000 years ago when a 12-year-old boy claiming descent from the prime guardian Animus declared there should be someone to govern the 7 continents, and would go on to become Emperor Caesarius, the first emperor of the oldest monarchy on Earth. And he started this monarchy at the age of 18. In his later years, Caesarius planned for each of his 7 sons to rule a continent of their own. Unfortunately, he would only be outlived by his youngest son, Brutus I. Centuries later, Emperor Caesar V would bear 7 sons of his own. Following his death, in 21,967 BC, Caesar's empire was divided amongst his 7 sons, and what Caesar I could never accomplish would finally be achieved at last. However, towards the beginning of the 8000 before the Common Era, the Giudicans, one of the 7 main branches of the Caesarian bloodline, would end up losing their lands to avians, snuffhoppers, Homo sapiens, reptiles, and many other species that recently went through evolution. Speaking of, a founding party, also known as the Settlers, had set their sights on the Giudicas' capital. In 7647 BC, they waged war against the corrupt ruler of what was left of his territory, Kamehameha XLVI, who was the last of his dynasty. The settlers took the fight to him in the Battle of Nottingham. The settlers stood victorious after 2 weeks of conquest, and their victory resulted in the birth of Streetville. The peace in the new nation went relatively undisturbed after all that trouble, but 13 years later, the peace would end. 2 unusual eggs mysteriously appeared in Streetville. It was said that a malevolent entity created those eggs. From those eggs hatched 2 supernatural eagles. The teal and vermilion birds were nicknamed Dark Emperor and Dark Lord respectively. The eagles had gathered a group of monsters and ordered them to capture King Arthur and his 2 children, Prince Abraham and Princess Ariel, and for all 3 of them to be boiled in lava. However, Sir Alan Gladstone, one of the most capable warriors in Streetville, ventured forth to the Castle of Darkness to rescue them and slay the monsters. Alan took the final fight to the supernatural eagles, who ordered for the royal Bumsmore family to be captured, and the monsters were all defeated. Sir Alan was praised by thousands of people for freeing the Bumsmore family, and was married off to Princess Ariel as a reward. A week later, the second-in-command to the team of monsters was revived and found 2 familiar-looking feathers, and took this as a second chance. A ceremony would take place in the Castle of Darkness, and the supernatural eagles would be revived, and this time the warriors couldn't slay them like last time. King Arthur blamed the outcome on King Alfred. King Alfred explained as to how his family had nothing to do with the eagles, but King Arthur refused to listen, as he believed Alfred to have familiarities with the team of monsters. Streetville was divided into 2 separate nations, and the people in their respective territory weren't allowed in the other sides of Streetville. King Duncan, not wanting anything to do with Arthur's feud, split off and formed his own nation. The return of the Eagles have affected everything negatively. West and East Streetville warred with each other for thousands of years. However, this would all change in the 1900s AD, when a power-hungry princess of Messiah's Island founded an evil organisation hell-bent on ruling the world. That was when King Rupert Bombsmore IV and King Cuthbert Justice VI decided to put their differences aside and fight against this team of criminals. The alliance between the two kingdoms lasted until the late months of 1997, when the oppressive Vincent Bombsmore succeeded Rupert as king, and since then, the two kingdoms warred with each other once again, making it easier for the dark side to prevail. In 2012, the dark side went into war against both kingdoms at the same time. The outcome would have a horrible impact after many battles. Unfortunately enough, this disastrous event was just the beginning. Ah! Had enough yet, Dropout? Oh. Bet you wish you had friends were here to defend you, Wimpy. Finish him off, Gerard. Please, have mercy. Ah! What do we do with him now, Braxton? I say we throw him on a roof. I have a better idea. Gil, what have those hoodlums done to you now? They beat me up again and throw me in the bin, Mum. That explains the smell. I'll draw you a bath now. So, Gil, we heard you got into trouble with those bullies again. Yeah, my friends are all on holiday in Kentavar, and I have to deal with those bullies alone. Got picked last on the sport hall again, Gil. Good one, Tom. Don't be mean to him, Tom and Alex. Gil, you know what Dr. Mammoth said after the Battle of Mount Snowdown? Yeah, my dad can never battle again. That's right. If it wasn't for that snake, I'd still be in perfect condition. We just want you to be safe, Gil. What we also want is for your grandfather to stop boiling his pants. What you going on to me for? Gil's the one in trouble. I'm not in trouble. I just keep getting picked on by Wally, Braxton and Gerard. Now how do you expect to be a good asset to the Street Clan if you keep letting those bullies pick on you? Wait, what? Didn't I tell you last week? We've applied you as the new addition to the Street Clan since your sister Shirley is still heartbroken about her breakup. Ugh, it was a tough time for me, okay? I'm sure you'll be a great asset to the team, Gil. Yeah, janitorial work. Alex, cut your cousin some slack. So, James, when does Ghost start work? He's starting tomorrow, Lauren. I'm sure Gil will become a successful warrior. What do you think, Dad? What? Don't worry, Gil. Tomorrow might just be an icebreaker. You'll learn as you go. You ain't right. Soon enough you'll unlock your full potential, as your father and grandfather did. Thanks, Auntie Mildred, and thank you, Cousin Enid. I think if I just believe in myself, then I can do it. That's the spirit, nephew. Always believe in yourself, even if things are at their worst. Emphasis on the worst, am I right? Boys, what did we say about picking on Gil? Not to? Exactly. Don't worry, Gil. Me, Enid, Bella, and the rest of us support you on your new career. You'll be fine. I'm sure of it. Okay, I'm ready for work. Wait, Gil, you almost forgot your stuff. Everything is clean as it should be. Thanks, Mom. And Gil, here's this. It's a picture of the dark side so you know who you're up against. Gee, thanks, Dad. Gil, as your cousin, I'm just gonna say this. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Love ya. Ignore what Uncle Hubert's boys told you. Hang in there, and you can do it. Thanks for your support, everyone. I know I can do it. Just remember, you'll be starting off in Mirage Tower. It's not that far away. Alright, see you all later. My quest begins. First day at work. Let's do this. I need to be here on time. 8:30 sharpish. Oh wow, guess it's not that far from home. And to think I only left a couple minutes ago. I might be there earlier than I thought. Hey Bob. Come back for round 61, huh? Look, I'm not going through that again, guys. I have to go to work. Hey, this is a personal matters, and you're just gonna back out. Sorry, gotta go. What's the matter, chicken? Nobody calls me chicken, Braxton. Then fight us if you're so confident. Okay, I will. We need to get this over with. I have work. You see, I do have the confidence to fight alone. Confidence may be, strength never. I do have strength. I just need to... Yeah, pin him down. Let's hit him with everything we have. Hey, what's going on? Who just froze these bullies? That would be my doing. Hey, wait a minute. I don't recall seeing you before. Who are you? Allow me. I am Dark Ghost. And I come from an organization which you should join. The Dark Side. Why would I do that? The Dark Side has more members. We play by our own rules and the pension plan is great. So, what say you? No, my family always told me the Dark Side is not to be trusted and that it's an evil organization. So no, I'd rather join the Street Clan. Have it your way then. Just as I thought. You're a weakling. Finishing you will be no trouble at all. Thirsty for more? Very well. You have courage and agility, but can you avoid this? What's that supposed to... This is my chance to destroy a prospective Street Clan member. Time to finish you up. No, not now. I was going to finish. No! Huh? What am I doing here? Guess I'd better head home. Who on earth was that? Hey, you must be the new guy. Hello. Come on, let's go inside. I found him, sir. Hey, sorry if I'm late. I was caught up in a few battles on the way. That is perfectly fine. Many of us had our fair share of battles on our first day. It's nothing we haven't heard before. Ghost, this is Ulysses Gamut, or as we call him, Ultimate Ghost. Gilbert Ghost, welcome to the Street Clan. I see you've met Philippa. She has close ties with the royal family. These are 5 more of your colleagues. Remember, they don't usually work in Mirage Tower with their experience and everything. They are just here to train you until you are ready. Ready for what? Oh, you'll find out when you get there, buddy. I'm Gene, by the way, but call me Armored Ghost. The name's Benjamin, but just call me Blood Ghost. I'm Dean. Everyone here calls me Armored Demon. My name is Bernard, but call me Blue Ghost. And I'm Vin, but you know, Armored Fiend. Here you will learn what it takes to be a fighter for the greater good. Originally, this team was set up to apprehend a monarch from the Bombsmore bloodline, but since Bombsville has no monarch, that won't be possible. I think all Bombsville has to a government is a regency council. That's not completely wrong. Yeah, I see your point. Also, if you get seriously injured, Dr. Mammoth is always here to help. You know, I think I'll be a great addition to the team. That is certainly the hope, and we're all happy to have you. Hey, get off me. I'm a royal prince. Ah! There has been a minor setback. I was on the verge of finishing the new person off, and then save your excuses. You had one job, and you failed for the 4th time this year. I can see that, but what do I do now? Just go back to the palace. I'll deal with you later. I have a new plan in mind. It involves toying around with other powerful thinkers. Yes, that's it. And if we can use them against the Street Clan, the dark side will reign supreme. The story continues in the next